All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. We say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feeds with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushai. 2023, man. Going in 2024. Time is flying. Things are happening. Yahweh Shemi Shai is showing us his power in the earth, and he's also showing his power within us. The Lord is fighting for us in the world, and now we're getting built up because there's a nation rising, all right, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth by way of this disbursements and the curses that we've been placed under. All right, this is a quick lesson going into rebuke. We have the situation where men seem to think that rebukes are played out. Rebuking is something that is not need to be done. And when I heard it, it was like, damn, rebuking is played out. That don't add up. In the time we had now, rebuking. How did we come to this truth? We were rebuked because if you look at what the word rebuke means, it means we're gonna pull it up here shortly. But the point of rebuking is that it's correcting, because the Lord said that he would send us shepherds. So let's go ahead and start there. It's a good point to start. This is the book of Jeremiah 3 and verse 15. It says, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." And what does it say here? "I will give you shepherds after mine own heart, who will guide you with knowledge and understanding." And what does a shepherd do? All right. If you understand what a shepherd does, this metaphor is not here for no reason. If you understand what a shepherd does, then you would know what a reproof is, because a shepherd is rebukes his sheep. All right. And I'm going to prove that real quick. If we go here, the word there for rebuke is what? To reprimand, reprove directly, and pointedly, chide, scold, to repel, beat back. Okay, so what does a shepherd do with his rod, with the shepherd's staff? He beats the sheep. He hits the sheep to go in the way that the sheep needs to go. So it's a perfect analogy. So a shepherd is made to rebuke the sheep, because he's not talking to the sheep. He's not giving the sheep a breakdown, but he's leading the sheep in the way to go, either to pastures, because that shepherd has the well-being of those sheep in mind, because those are his livelihood. That's what he could be living off of. That's what his family could be living off of. The milk, the meat, the goat, the hair, the wool, all those things, made clothes. Oh, so that's his livelihood. So what does he do? He cares for the sheep. So him hitting the sheep with the staff, it may seem rough looking outside in, but if you see how shepherd is going about his livelihood, that's a must-need thing, because the sheep wander. That's why we're labeled as the sheep. Okay, we're sheep with, what does it say? Sheep without a shepherd. So the Lord set up teachers, and what is teacher going to do? They're going to rebuke you with that staff, which is the scriptures. What does it say? That rod and thy staff comfort me. So that's the mentality you have to have when you look at rebuke. It's not a form of, oh yeah, we trying to hurt you or do something. Even when apostles and elders get on these other guys in other camps, and we, straighten up the botched job, as the apostle says, that's not hate, that's love. Because guess what? The Lord has set up shepherds according to his heart, which shall feed you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And a part of that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is a rebuke. We were all rebuked, man. We were all going off until we found this truth, until Yahweh Shemi Shai seen fit to give us the opportunity to learn of his ways again and to come back to him through his son, Yahweh Shai. So rebuke is not wrong at all if you're looking at it in the eyes of the spirit. Okay, so it says beat back. That's why a shepherd beats the sheep with that rod. So the same thing the apostles and the elders do. They're trying to hit Jake with the rod, which is the scriptures, the knowledge and understanding, to get back in line, man. Okay, and it says to strike, chop wood, to butch wood from west, and then rebuke now, to reprove for fault or wrong, a direct reprimand, an insult, a rebuff, because we were insulted. The Lord called us out on our BS, man. When we were in the world, we were wicked. We were wicked. And then guess what? That we were set for destruction if we didn't turn back. So the Lord used, it says, what did Paul say? Do I be rude in speech, not in knowledge? So because Paul was rebuking men and telling them to come back to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, learning of Yahweh Shai. That's why he went to, when he went to what's that? Mars Hill, the Wadi Abashim Yahweh Shai. He was rebuking them guys. He said, "You that unknown power, I'm gonna declare you him." That's why it says this fellow bringing new things, because he was rebuking them guys, man, and telling them, look, you in idolatry, man. You in the stiff stuff that's gonna get you judged. You're Israelites. Come back to yourself. Come back to who you are. Okay. So that's to set the tone of when Jeremiah says what? That he shall give you pastors according to his own heart. Let's read it again. Now we have that understanding. It says, NLT, and I will give you shepherds after mine own heart. This is the Lord has set up men according to his heart. That's going to do his will. That's going to bring Jacob back again to him. That's what this is all about. We're bringing the elect through the word that the Lord has put into our mouths. If those that hear it, they hearken, they come back to the Heavenly Father. That's a beautiful thing. That's why it says the angels in heaven sing when one turns back from or repents, man. Okay? So that's what this rebuke don't get old and it don't expire. It's love, man. That's the title of the lesson. Rebuke don't expire, get old. It's love. So love don't ever, the Most High said he is love. So he's giving us love by by rebuke. But he's building us up also, man. All right? Because the time we are now, we need to know what the MOTB is. We need to know because we're getting ready to face it. We're getting ready to combat it. And it's the Most High's mark. So you don't think the Most High would give us the cheat sheet to his mark that's coming in down the pike? But he's going to let it be unknown he's going to give us this word, give us Yahweh Shai, the understanding of Yahweh Shai, but then not give us the understanding of the final test that we have to take to get back to him. All this work that the Lord has done by setting up men, putting the spirit on men to go do the work, go out there on the highways and byways, set up camps, all the work that the Lord has put forth in the way of this truth. But it gets down to the MOTB, it's going to be a gray area. No, that's why it says he gonna give you men that's going to teach you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to break down what the MOTB is so you can be prepared for it, man. Okay? Bottom line. So let's go ahead and read this. These are the precepts are very well known. These are well-known precepts we go over. It says open rebuke is better than secret love. So it's still love. It's just another form of love. That's why it says secret love. Open rebuke is open love. That's what the apostles and elders are showing guys when they rebuke them. That's open love. It's not in a closet somewhere. Hey, I know it's going. I know you're going through some things. No, that's why because it's may all fear. Because it's the fear to come back. It says, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Because this thing that these guys are in the gray area about is going to cost you your life, man. This is the final test that we have to get through to get to the finish line, man, which is the kingdom of heaven, salvation. So read it again. Open rebuke is better than secret love. So it's the same thing on the lines of love, but it's just another version of it, man. All right. That's why the Lord rebuked us as a nation in front of the whole world, put us in curses, took away our identity. That was a form of rebuke. But if we didn't do that, we would be proud and be puffed up. That's why it says he that spareth the rod spoileth the child, man. What is a whooping? It's a rebuke. That's why a shepherd uses a staff to rebuke the sheep, to beat them back into place. The sheep may bad and get catch an attitude, but guess what? He's saved from the wolf. Because if he kept going and he didn't get put back in line and he was wandering, just minding his own sheep business, he could have been eaten up or snatched up and be gnawed on, man. And there goes the sheep. So which one was better? The rebuke with the staff, or let the sheep alone to go out there to the fangs and the jaws of predators, man. And these philosophies, these other doctrines, they're predators unto the sheep of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why it says that the devil is wandering as a lion seeking who he may devour, man. So us staying in the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is staying in the what? In the safety of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which is the shepherds, which is first and foremost is Yahweh Shai, which is leading us in the spirit, and then the apostles and elders, which have been given the breath, all right, the knowledge, wisdom, and the understanding to go out here and to lead the people in the right way, which the Lord just like I read in Jeremiah. And it says, faithful are wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. So the wounds of a friend is like, hey, bro, hey, get back in order. Or this is going on. Or you tell your brother something that he's doing off. That's love, right? That's the wounds of a friend. But wounds heal. See? A wound can heal. Just like a bruise from a sheep getting hit with a stick, it can still heal up, man. It says the full soul loatheth in honeycomb. That's it on that. So the main point is rebuke does not expire, doesn't get old. It's a form of love. Because we were all rebuked at a time, and we all are not perfect. We're all striving for that perfection in these times. So that's why we keep moving towards the goal. We keep studying. We keep staying in the spirit. We keep watching the times, watching the news, because that's what's going to motivate us to keep going on this path. This is 1 Timothy 5 and verse 20. It says, them that sin rebuke before all. Don't hide it. Don't put it in the thing, because sin is going off, man. Not knowing what the MOTB is, that's going off. Teaching others that we don't know, it's the image of Cesare Borgia. That's off, man. It's off, because you're taking away from the scriptures and you're adding unto the scriptures, taking away what the mark is and then adding another version of what the mark or we don't know. Come on, man. It's out here. We're about to face the test. That's saying that the Most High doesn't care for us by letting us know what this test that we're going to take. That's how you're going to take a test and then you're going to fail you for that test. You never knew what test you were taking. That's confusion. The Most High is not an author of confusion, man. Okay? Verse 21, I charge thee before the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, and the elect angels, because the angels are elect too, that thou observe these things without preferring one before another, doing nothing by partiality. Just like it's fully love. Just like if it's good, if somebody's pushing the true understanding, that's going to be a good rebuke, a good exhortation. But then if it's not, guess what? That's going to be a harsh rebuke. But it's still love, because you got to get up out of there, man. This is Proverbs 1 and verse 23. Turn ye at my reproof, just like a shepherd would turn his sheep at the reproof, at the rebuke of the staff, which is the scriptures. That's what it's saying here. Turn at the reproof. Don't keep going. That's what dudes are doing with Nate, stiff-necked Nate. Okay, he's not a general in my eyes, but stiff-necked Nate, he won't turn. He's locked in because the money's good, man. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So when you soften your what does it say? A hard head made a soft ass. But if you come back to the Lord said there's a reward from that. Rebuke is not, that's all you, there's love that comes out of rebuke. Because after the Lord said, turn in my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit.